Hello, Risen King family. Pastor Tim here. Have you ever seen someone you thought you knew do something you didn't know they could do? I had this experience a few years ago. I was in a life group with a guy that I'd known for several years. Our wives were friends, our kids were friends, we'd hung out quite a bit. But one night at life group, he casually mentioned in the course of a conversation that he used to be part of a team that would do weight training and would even do feats of strength as an attention getter to then be able to share the gospel with people. And of course, we had to ask him, what do you mean by feats of strength? And he said, we would do stuff like blow up hot water bottles till they burst. We'd break boards and cinder blocks with our arms or our heads. We'd tear phone books in half, stuff like that. Now, this was a group of all guys, so of course we asked him, can you still do any of that stuff? And he said, I'm really out of training, but the tearing phone books in half, that's more a matter of technique than brute strength, so I might still be able to do that. So, of course, we had to pause everything and find some phone books to see if he could still do it. And wouldn't you know it, he could. Right there at Life Group, before our very eyes, he tore phone books in half. That was a memorable Life Group. I remember thinking, where did this come from? How was he able to do this? It was crazy. I was surprised that night. That surprise I felt when I saw my friend tear those phone books in half was probably nothing compared to the surprise that the Jewish religious leaders in Jerusalem felt as they saw Jesus' disciples in the weeks and months following Pentecost. These were some of the same men who just a few months before had denied that they even knew Jesus on the night he was arrested. Just a couple days after he'd been crucified, they were hiding in fear behind locked doors, afraid that they'd be the next to be killed. And yet now here they are saying and doing things that were just amazing, like they were going up to a lame man and saying, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, walk. They were even saying right to the religious leaders' faces things like, you killed Jesus, but God raised him from the dead, and salvation's found in no one else. What was going on? Where did that come from? How were they able to show such power and such boldness? This is some of what we want to consider as we gather on Sunday. We're going to be looking at Acts 4, verses 13 through 22. I encourage you to take a few minutes and read through those verses in preparation for our time together. We're going to look at this interaction between the religious leaders and Jesus' disciples and get an appreciation for how it was that they were able to do what they did and think about what that means for us and our experience as well. Hey, I hope that you've had a chance to participate in the 24/7 prayer room as it's been open these past few days. I've heard from several people who have done this, and God is meeting some people in powerful ways. So I want to make sure that you have a chance to experience it as well. To reserve your times, go to signupgenius.com. Click on the link at the top that says Find to Sign Up, and then search by email for rkcc@risenking.org. And from there, you'll be able to walk through the process of signing up for whatever hours you'd like to reserve between now and the end of the month. If you run into any problems with this, you can contact the church office at 244-2300, or you can email Jen McCloskey at jen@risenking.org. That's JEN@risenking.org. This Sunday, we've got our core classes starting up. This is a 3-Sunday series. It'll happen at 9 a.m. in the meeting place on the lower level. And these classes are an introduction to what we're about at Risen King as we think through the priorities we have to center on God, connect with His family, and cooperate in His mission. So I hope that if you're interested in finding out more about Risen King, what we're all about, that you'll join us at 9 a.m. in the meeting place this Sunday, and then also on October 18 and 25th. These classes do prepare you if you'd like to become a member of Risen King, but you're welcome to take the classes even if you're not sure about taking that step of membership. And then finally, if you're new to Risen King or maybe been here a while but still feel new, I hope that you'll join us for our newcomers reception next Sunday, October 18 at 6 o'clock in the evening. My wife Echo and I will be hosting this at our house, and we'll be here along with some of the other pastors. We'd love for you to join us and just get to know each other and for you to get to know a little bit more about Risen King as we share some delicious dessert together. If you're interested in coming, you can email Robin Tompkins at the church office. Her email is rtompkins, rtompkins, @risenking.org, and she can give you directions, and we'd love to know you're coming so that we can be planning and make sure we've got enough dessert, because we don't want to run out. Well, folks, I think that's about it for this week. Make sure to check the website to stay posted on all the rest of the stuff that's going on at Risen King, and we'll see you Sunday. God bless.